Farmer in the green.
Won't you be seen green? Oh, it's green outside.
La 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 la.
Although it's fall, things will change. When you look in the sky at night, does it seem kind of strange? This song is brought to you by Jiggy tonight on Paranormal Hood. I'll be performing all week. You can leave tips at the bar.
So I just changed one thing. It says encoder, and it was at X264, but I changed it to H64 AVC Advanced Media Framework. So let's see what happens with that. Right now everything looks good.
Wait, it's going to be a different live stream now?
It might be. I don't know if I did it quick enough or whatever. Yeah, I think it's a different one. I still see the same chat, but you have to go and click out to a different one. Let me move it up to 720. So far, everything is saying...
We've only got 903 subscribers on here, so spread the word, because when we get to 1,000, you guys will win a better meta.
I guess we'll do one more last blunt.
The last blunt?
The last blunt.
Wait, don't say that anymore.
Well, the chat, you're coming up in this. I see the same chat, but you have to get out and you have to refresh your YouTube.
Man, it's too much motherfucking work.
Because it had to start a new one. Well, everybody else is figuring it out. Kareem's in here. Chuck's in here. What's going on, Chuck? What's up, Kareem? Yeah, now that I switched whatever the encoder thing was, so far everything is good right now.
That's what we always say for the first 24
I know,
hours.
it's like that. It's always like that for a while.
That's what she said.
No, I didn't set it up. Somebody else set it up, Matt. We had this other dude in here that's supposed to be in here and doing all this shit for us all the time every week, but, you know, he's got a girlfriend or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, he can't make it from upstairs right over there down here. I don't know. Took every Thursday off, too, but hey, whatever. These new generation of kids, I don't know. He's not a millennial. He's something else.
Yeah, millennials, surprisingly enough, for anybody who
I don't know what they're calling them yet, but whatever they are.
81, I think, is the year, is the cutoff year. Then there's Gen X, and then there's whatever. No, wait, yeah, right, yeah. No, I don't know how the fuck this shit works. I don't even know what fucking generation. I'm Generation Me, motherfucker.
I don't know. I'm a human being.
I'm only human, flesh and blood, a man. I'm only human, born to make mistakes. Bad singing tonight, brought to you by Jiggy on Paranormal Hood. Again, just go to my GoFundMe, which doesn't exist, and just if you like the music that I sing, make a contribution.
So we're gonna get him on America's Got Talent?
Hell no. Dude, I couldn't smoke. The only way I could ever really sing again, I would not be able to smoke. I'd have to stop smoking. Or I'd be a serious tea drinking motherfucker every time I did smoke. Or I could just kind of go with my raspy voice, my new raspy voice.
You don't have to smoke. You can vape it. You can eat it. You can drink it in tea.
Let me explain something to you. You're obviously much more of a weed connoisseur than I am, and I smoked before you did because you were still younger than I am. But I stopped and then didn't smoke for a long time. Okay. Since I've been lucky enough to have rejoined marijuana, and Mary Jane and I got back together. It's been a lovely, 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 lovely thing. But the problem with edibles, the problem with every other way of dealing with marijuana since I've reunited with Mary Jane, is smoking has only been the way that I've really enjoyed. To be honest with you. See? I've tried the vape. I did try the vape. The vape was just like, it smelled good. Like you could smell that you were smoking weed, a little bit of weed. But I don't know what it was. No matter, maybe I need just like a super vape or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I'm not spending like $300 on a fucking vape or whatever the fuck it is. It just didn't do it. I just never ever felt like I was high. Ever. Edibles, yeah, they give me.
Well, because you're doing it to get high.
Well, I don't know. What the fuck else do you smoke weed for?
You just had a whole conversation explaining that smoking knows all the benefits and everything of weed. That's
but I'm saying to get high is what is the whole effect.
Okay, but you're only doing it to get high. Then you're not doing it for medical benefits. Then
I'm saying the high is where all the benefits and everything come from.
No, it has nothing to do with the medical.
That's what the creative. I also spoke about the creative side of it.
The medical benefits.
I've never vaped and been like, yo, I want to go write some shit. Like I've never vaped.
Because it's a different type of high.
But that's also why I ingest the fucking capsules, because that's the medicinal side of it for me. There's two aspects.
I mean, there's medicinal sides to smoking it and stuff, but then
it's not the same.
But the people who just smoke it and they say because I don't get high. It's just about the high. It's not all about medicinal.
No, like I just said, you made me cover both bases. I've learned a lot more about even with psychedelics and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, the high part of it is the creative side. I could if I sat here and vape and tried to have these same conversations, they're not going to be the same conversations. That's what I'm saying too.
Well, because that's the way you think it is.
No, that's the way it is.
Because you haven't used the real vape and shit.
I've used expensive ass vapes on down.
Again, I got this super vape. Because it's a different thing. It's a different, because you do get high on a vape. It's a different high because it's a different, the way it enters your system, it's different.
Do we believe that Jesus Christ is an alien? Nope.
I
think Jesus Christ is a human being, and some of the story to him is true, and some of it was just kind of embellished and then taken.
I'm gonna have to stop the show again if I'm gonna do that auto configure shit. But right now, whatever it's set on, everything is good, so I'm happy right now. If it doesn't work on the next text show, then I'll fucking reconfigure. But everything's looking.
Sorry, Jack, for the crosstalk. If you noticed right now, if you saw we're doing a test show. We're trying to, and some of the guys who are in the chat are. One has actually been here and been helping us. Another one is a gentleman who's just kind enough to be assisting us, who's a friend of the show. We're a friend of his show. And so, but yeah, I tried to answer your question a little bit. Jesus was a human being. I don't think he was some crazy alien from anywhere. We're all aliens anyway, so. But they just took a story and then different people did different things with that story and had fun with it, and, hey, maybe they were all on mushrooms. Maybe Jesus was like fucking, they drank mushrooms and shit, and then they all had this crazy experience, and he told them whatever he wanted to tell them, or that's what they kind of took from it, and then they went off and wrote books. He said vaping is the Nickelback of weed smoking. I don't even know that much about Nickelback, but I would imagine that that's a diss, and it's like that means.
Again, that's because there's people want to get the high that you feel when you smoke the weed. So it's those people. It's about.
Do you think Snoop Dogg would be Snoop Dogg if he vaped weed? No, he wouldn't be Snoop Dogg. But I'm saying, but he smokes the fuck out some weed. He even said when he tried this vaping, when he tried this edibles, right? Because he wants to be Snoop Dogg, because that's what he's been doing to Snoop Dogg for all those years. And if all of a sudden Snoop Dogg would vape, he wouldn't be Snoop Dogg. He'd be like Snoop Puppy. Then he would just be, what's that chick's name that he does the cooking show with? He would just be Martha Stewart. He would no longer be Snoop Dogg if he didn't smoke weed. He would just vape it and he would be Martha Stewart.
But you're missing the thing. Yes, he's smoking weed, but he's smoking the weed to get high.
I know that.
To get high.
I know that.
Okay, he's not doing it for the medical benefits.
I know that.
He's doing it to get high, and that's what the whole point of that is the people that don't like vaping is because they want to get high. Assert that high. They don't care anything about anything else about it, because smoking it is actually the worst way to get medical benefits from it. The best way is ingesting it.
Hey Jack, because I don't want to just ignore your question either. First of all, I don't think that.
I get it. It wasn't a virgin birth or anything, Jack. You got to start researching and dig way deeper and deeper than that. Here, I'll give you a good place to start. Read Jesus Christ in India. Just start right there or something. You know, I mean, like everything, like it wasn't a virgin birth, none of that stuff. You mean, it's the Bible is a book of codes. You got to look into fables, what virgin births and all that stuff means and everything. It's
a book of additions, a book of remissions. There's so much to the Bible. But I mean, the idea that Christians don't believe in aliens, they don't believe in any of the stuff that's supposed to be tall tales, but it's so much of written in their own book. So you don't believe in giants, but yeah. So we can go into that all day. It's most books, especially ones that are written by human beings, unless there's some book out there written by aliens we really know. We're going to be able to do whatever we want to do. We all got together at the Earth end tomorrow, and the people in this chat room, let's just say only the people in this chat room are left. And somehow we communicate. And we all decide, we're all going to start our own religions. We can all start our own shit, write our own books and everything like that, and then just tell everybody whatever the fuck we want to tell them. That's pretty much what it is. The Bible, sorry, it's fun. It's fun to read. It's got some cool stuff in it, especially when you're a kid. But then when you grow up, I've been reading comic books since I was 7 years old.
The Bible's one fucking twisted, fucked up.
It's about the same long. It's about the same amount of time I've been reading. However age you are when you read, so I've probably been reading the Bible the same amount of time I've been reading comic books. And let's just say that I chose comic books more to read than the Bible because the comic books had better fiction than the Bible did. But it's not all fiction. There's some truth to some of it, but again, it's just taken and people just run all off with that shit. You know. What do you say? I need to get in the studio ASAP. I am too old to be a rapper. You're like the 500,000 person who told me that. Them days is gone. Okay? When I was MC Dose back in the 80s, opened up for Public Enemy and shit with KMG and the crew and everything. And we was touring and traveling and shit. Them days
Chuck D older than you and he's still out there doing it?
Yeah, but he's also consistently been doing it for 40 fucking years or however fucking long he's been doing it.
Though.
What do you say?
You're jiggy. Get jiggy with it.
Nah. There's still giants around. There's I don't know. That whole some of the stuff. There's actually anybody who follows in our Facebook what do you call it, fan page. There was a picture and there was a video that we had talked about not so long ago about the image of like giants walking in the sky, like people there walking on the clouds. So some people believe, and we actually have had that one person who sent us, and we couldn't decipher these pictures. But this person who lives in New York was on the show, and they were adamant that there were giants in New York who were having fireball fights, but only certain people could see them, and this person could take pictures, and they sent us the pictures, and there was some weird looking pictures, but I don't know if those were fucking giants with fireballs or just out of focus pictures, but I mean, anything is possible. I don't know if Odin took them out. They could be around.
Yeah, you want to talk about Odin? Go listen to the box story. The box saga. There you go. You want to really find something? Go listen to the box saga. Talk about Jesus.
Yep.
Odin.
Giants. Odin. Language.
Everything.
History. Hell. The truth about hell. The truth about the devil. Yeah, I'm from Boston, the city of Boston, born and raised. So I'm from the South End of Boston. So it stood for Devastator of the South End, MC Dose. That was my original rap name. Back in the day. I was breakdancer, rapper, we did all that shit. Singer, sang in the choir, sang in groups. I wanted to be a star. And then I fucking hated the industry, so I decided to become security industry. Go figure. Maybe one day I'll spit in the booth. I'll be a ghost MC. Get it? I'll just be a writer. I'd write. I'd ghostwrite. But it'd be hard too because when I listen to a lot of the current rap music, I don't understand the vernacular because what people brag and boast about now is shit I don't know anything about because I'm not into trends and shit anymore. So that would be I'd have to have an audience that was willing to or someone ghostwrite for somebody who was spitting shit that I can relate to and that our audience can relate to. The music we play on the show every week.
So far, no bottlenecking with the changes that I did. But like I said, if it doesn't work, I'll do the auto fucking configure, and I ain't gonna do that shit tonight because this blunt's almost done, and then we're done for tonight.
Jesus and Thor would have made a great workshop.
Well, Thor is a whole nother thing. Go listen to the box saga
Absolutely.
after this show.
Seriously, you should. Is this your first time just tuning in, Jack? I don't know if I've seen you before.
I don't know either. I don't know everybody.
Apologize if you have been here before. BS brain surgery. I have my head like crazy shit up here. Can't tell. It looks really good. Shout out to Dr. Ogilvy, neurosurgeon, Mass General Hospital. If you ever have brain issues, go see that man. He's a lifesaver. And I have a friend who's now a friend who I didn't know went through the same shit. Same doctor about the same time. See? The man's a fucking... Now, those are angels. Sorry. Jesus is a carpenter. Yo, they can make that into like an action series and shit. You know, like the two of them and shit. Like a fucking superhero movie and shit. The carpenter and the metal worker. Banging it
Jesus was really a person. He probably could have been a carpenter. Thor's not what you think it is at all.
Just think about Yawner. If you ever think about Thor, just think about Yawner. Now, real quick, before I spoil it, if you're a real nerd, what is Yawner? Real quick, anybody, come on.
Anybody?
I'm not singing this whole fucking Jeopardy song. Nobody knows what Yawner is? I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm giving you time to answer. In relation to Thor, what is Yawner? Nobody knows? None of you bright young folks? All you fucking nerds. You should call yourself a nerd, Matthew Costa, if you're still in here. You don't know who Yawner is? No, not the Bach Saga. No, and it's B-O-C-K, Bach Saga. We actually, if you go back in the archives from our show from last week, he's been on twice with us, Jim Chesner. He can get some small bits and pieces of it. But if you look him up on YouTube, you'll find a lot more information about the Bach Saga. And then you'll know about Yawner. Which, should I tell him? How much more time should I give him? Make sure you subscribe, Jack, too. We can talk some more sometime. Especially when we have just open topic nights on the show and stuff. Alright, well, can you count down from 10, please? Within 10 seconds, does anybody know what Yawner is?
Well, it gotta be longer than 10 seconds because it's like a 20-second delay.
Oh, it's a 20-second delay?
I don't know. What is the what? Yes, you don't know.
Alright, Yawner is Thor's hammer. Come on, it's Thor's hammer.
Now think about it.
What Thor carries his hammer? Lightning.
Thor's hammer part is correct. There was no Thor. But there is a Thor's hammer. We all have a Thor's hammer. And when you listen to the saga, it explains it more than what I can do. I don't know. I know the saga, but I can't tell you the saga and explain the saga exactly the way when you listen to the saga. And when you listen to the saga, what I just said makes way more sense. But yeah, everybody has a Thor's hammer. Thor wasn't a real person. Thor's not a real thing. We're all Thor. We're all Thor because we all have a Thor's hammer.
Matthew Costa, you are reckless with the Force. How do you not know about Thor's hammer? See, it's spelled a certain way, so most people pronounce it wrong. Not young. It's not. It's these. Sorry, Matthew. You call yourself a nerd. I am a true. Half of me is truly. I may have grew up in the streets.
You're a comic book nerd.
Yes.
There's different types of nerds. You got to remember that. So
I'm just saying, when it comes to comic books and stuff, that's the kind of nerd I am.
He's a different kind of nerd.
Thank you. He got it though. See, he knows.
He knows.
He
probably
knows.
was fucking with you. That's why I said the honor there. And Jack doesn't know anything, so he just got. Yeah, a lot of that stuff is correct. with that stuff, but then there's a lot of it where they took that is from where you'll find out when you listen to the box saga. I hope you got 4 hours to kill, because it takes about 4 hours. But it's cool because it's broken into 3 parts, so you can watch 3 parts. You know, they're all about an hour or 20 minutes long or so. Okay with that?
No, I'm good.
So.
What's Burzum? Is it a group?
Yeah.
I'll check them out.
Yeah, I've listened to them. I don't know if I've listened to that track or whatever, but yeah, there's way more than that. Yeah, you want to know about what hell is and Odin and all that, where that saying comes from, where everything. Yeah, listen to the box saga, but yeah. The last blunt has been smoked.
We out of here.
No more blunt.
Maybe
We are
before
out.
Thursday you might see us, but if not, tune in
Maybe.
Thursday. Like I said, Jack,
But
if you're on
so
social
far,
media
yeah.
and stuff, look up Paranormal Hood. We're everywhere. Link up. Say hi. Let me know who you are.
No rendering or encoding lag. There's like barely anything.
But we here. And then I'm out this weekend. I'll be in Cali. Portal to Ascension. Who's in Cali? My Cali folks, link up. Holla at your boy.
Peace
Everywhere.
and
We're everywhere.
love.
Paranormal Hood. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for being part of the chat tonight, Jack. Thanks, Kareem. Thank you, Matthew, for your help. Anybody else who's watching, we didn't get to see you. You just
Chuck,
out there.
I know, saw Chuck up in there.
Oh, yeah, Chuck. I'm sorry, Chuck.
I don't know who else.
Who else?
Peace and love.
Peace and love. We out.